Hey guys, good morning. Hope you're doing fine. Let's give 3 minutes to see if other people join. Okay, I guess we can start. So, if you don't know me yet, my name is Emmanuel Titi, developer advocate at Intersect Open Source Office. If this is your first time joining us, this is a working group session, an initiative started by Intersect Open Source Office just to keep tabs on the developer experience in Cardano. So if this is your first time joining, welcome. We've had previous sessions where we've discussed on a few other things pertaining to how a developer can join the ecosystem, where to start. If you're a developer looking for opportunities, what opportunities are available for you. So we have previous sessions that you can as well watch. Let me paste the link here. You can watch the sessions just to make sure you're up to speed with what we've been doing so far. We have explored a lot of topics, as I've mentioned, on how to start. If you're a developer looking for opportunities, how to get funding, how to start your own project, what projects already exist. Some of the builders that have had successes on Cardano, we have sort of done the job for you to get all the information that you need in one single place. So yeah, I like to start my sessions by just giving people in the call a chance to tell us who they are. Uh, the first one, I'll start by introducing Dan. Dan is my co-worker. We sort of do the same thing. Hi, Dan.
Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, everyone.
You can just introduce yourself and maybe what you do and how you've been.
Uh, okay, so thank you again, Emmanuel, for this opportunity to present again myself. I think this is my second time with you in this
Mhm.
morning session. I usually participate in the and manage the evening session. My name is Dan Baruka. I'm a software engineer, Cardano ambassador, and developer advocate, as Emmanuel just said. So yeah, we do almost the same session with Emmanuel. So he usually do it in the morning sessions. I do it in the evening session. So yeah, thank you. I think that's set for me.
Nice. Thank you for joining, Dan. I'll just pick random people, then you can tell us your name uh, and why you joined us, and maybe what you're looking to get from joining us today. So I'll start with John Digiri. Hi, John. Hello, John, if you can hear me.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Okay. My name is John. I'm a software developer and a Cardano developer as well. So
Mhm.
I'm in the WhatsApp group where you sent an update about this session. I've never joined these sessions before, so I was curious about them. And yeah, as well as to network with people around here. Thank you.
Nice. Thanks for joining us, John. Have you developed anything so far in your time here at Cardano?
Yeah. I have delivered a catalyst project relating to research data integrity, as well as still working on some hobby projects using Apen programming language,
Oh,
and
nice.
and also other projects relating to decentralized identity and Hyperledger Identas project from my OG relating to that work at funded. So
Nice. How would you say the experience has been so far in terms of just finding documentation, or maybe figuring out how things work? Like you've spoken. How have you find the
um,
experience of developing?
so particularly in regards to Aiken language, I'd say excellent. Just visiting the Aiken language website, you're almost ready to develop something even without any further guidance. So I'd say it's really good. Yeah, I'd say it's quite good. or maybe equivalent for cases like for AKN language as such.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Let me find someone else. Emmanuel Mutisia, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I am Emmanuel Mukisia. I currently in the software development ecosystem, venturing into Cardano. That is, I'm here today because I saw something about smart contracts on the call. Yes, I want to learn more about it.
Nice. Welcome. Have you built so far on Cardano, and how do you find the experience if you have?
Yeah, I've built on Cardano. For starters, if wallet connection is building on Cardano, I think yes. Recently, I have been getting into smart contracts. There is one I'm running currently. Yes, the experience is nice. The docs are not the best, but they are there in a way. Yeah, it's just the top part that I'm getting into. Let me phrase it that way. So I haven't fully interacted completely with the Cardano infrastructure to give a comprehensive, what do I call it? Detail. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's good enough. That's good enough. Also, if you guys are not aware, we are running a survey that I would love you guys to participate. I'll drop in the link here. If you haven't yet, you can submit your responses to the survey. This survey helps us know the state of developer experience and things we need to work on, as just one of the things you've mentioned here, Mutisia, the docs are not the best. So that's something we are looking to make better in the coming days. And you will help us more if you can also do the survey. Yes. Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, so that's the link to the survey. Thank you, Dan. All right, so I guess I'll just jump right into what today's session is about. So smart contracts, it's a big thing in blockchain. And I just wanted to give you like a rundown of the different options we have when you're trying to make your first smart contracts, or you're already a smart contract developer, other options of languages that exist in the ecosystem. One has already been mentioned. It's a pretty popular one. So I'll start sharing my screen just to show you a few things that I have. Screen. So yeah, so today I'll just give you a short list of the popular ones that are used and well maintained. Then I have a small demo of example smart contracts on 3 different languages. Then you can see how they look, and maybe you can decide which one best fits your use case, or you can go and research more about them, how to develop in them. If you want to be a contributor in some of those repositories, you can also do that. So I'll start off by showing you a list of some of the languages that we have. Plutus is the language of smart contracts in Cardano. Plutus is what the node will understand. The node is written in Haskell, but we have a Plutus part that sort of now understands the smart contracts and makes smart contracts native to Cardano network. So Plutus is very common. People who have more experience in Haskell sort of tend to use Plutus because it's almost similar. We have Icon, which is extremely popular, as you've heard from the 2 people that have mentioned it. It's one of the popular languages in making smart contracts. If you're coming from a Rust background, ICANN will feel almost similar, although it's not Rust, but it looks very, very similar to Rust. It has very good documentation, as you've had. Once you come to this documentation, it's easiest to start. The example of some of the types of smart contracts that are built out there. They give you sort of a good rundown of how you can set up a smart contract, what you need to know. They give you an introduction to UTXOs, what UTXOs are, because understanding UTXO is very important when building smart contracts on Cardano. So ICANN is one of the popular ones, and one that I would recommend for anyone trying to start their journey in writing smart contracts. Then we have Option. Option is a Python-based smart contract language. You can use it if you're coming from Python. It's easy for you to just jump right into Option. Super simple. Just to put it out there, all these smart contracts compile to one language that's compile down to one language that now the network will understand, which is Plutus. So ICANN, Option, Helios, Motherware, all of this compile down to a Plutus script that now can be run on chain. So just to keep in mind, but we are sort of trying to make writing smart contracts on Cardano super easy for anyone coming from different backgrounds. So that's why you might find that we have a lot of different languages of framework. We are trying to cater for everyone so that you don't have like a steep learning curve when you're coming from your respective background. If you're a Python developer, we have something for you that will get you quickly, will get you up to speed quickly with writing smart contracts. We have PluTS, which is a TypeScript language that you can use to write smart contracts. We have Helios, which is JavaScript. It's more vanilla JavaScript. So if you're coming from that end, we have also catered for you to sort of use that. It has its own documentation that you can go through, examples of how to start. Here are simple examples that you'd find on any documentation, just to let you know the lay of the land when you're writing smart contracts in JavaScript. So eventually this will be compiled down to a Plutus script that is now understood by the network. So Option I've mentioned before, so it's Python. If you're coming from Python, the documentation is here for you to just play around, read the docs, install it, and be up on your way making smart contracts. So all this will be linked to this session once we've published it. You'll be able to access all the notes here. Read more on each and every smart contracts. You can read how they compile. We have some info on how they compile. So as I've mentioned, all of them compile to one single thing that is understood by the network, and they have different methods of compiling. So that will be something important to look out for, because you'll need this, like for example, in ICANN, you will have the Plutus.json that you'll then use when you're running in your front end. So when you're running your front end or running your code logic, you would use the Plutus.json just to make your smart contract usable in a particular use case. So Option also compiles down to contract.json, which is a Plutus script format. Plinth is also another programming language that uses Haskell. It's built with Haskell, so Haskell is used to build Plinth, and then this compiles also compiles down to a Plutus script that is now understood, that is now easily understood or used by the network. Helios, as I've mentioned, it's more vanilla JavaScript, as you can see here. It doesn't use TypeScript or all those advanced JavaScript forms. It's vanilla JavaScript, the plain JavaScript that I'm sure all of us started with when we were doing our first Hello World. You need Node.js to compile it down to a Bluetooth script that will now be used eventually on chain. Bluetooth ARC compilation also, this uses the UPLC generation, and it's eventually compiled down to a format that the chain understands. BlueTS is TypeScript based. So if you're good or comfortable with TypeScript, this will be the best option for you on that end. Yeah, so we also have malware, which this is mostly used if you're making a financial system. It's very commonly used for heavy financial application because it's very type safe, especially when you're dealing with things, money and numbers. So this is preferred if you're coming or you're looking for that as something you want to add in your application. You can use malware, although it's not that popular because it has a slight learning curve, but it is there if it suits your requirements, of course. So yeah, the document gives you a comparison just to see the compilation speed, the output size. Icon, of course, is the best because it has it has all the boxes checked. Output size is small, optimization level is high, compilation is also fast. Then we have option, the Python one, and then the list goes on. So yeah, I guess we can look at some code, see what it compiles down to, and then we can figure out a way from that. Cool. So yeah, let me send you guys this repository so you can also look at what I'm doing myself. I found the repository for you guys. What's it again? Okay, it is. Yeah, so you can clone this repository just to play around with the things we have done, the different languages. I have only done 3. So we have Icon, we have Helios, the JavaScript one, then we have option, the Python one, just to show you how the code looks like. And then when you compile it, what do you get, or what will you use when you're trying to add it to your app logic? So yeah, we'll start with Icon. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it is very similar to Rust. It has the Rust syntax. As you can see, this is how, if you look at any Rust code, this is what you'll see. You'll see something very similar. How you do variables and whatnot. So this is a simple smart contract. It's a time lock smart contract. So for this smart contract, we are only looking for 3 things in order to spend that particular UTXO in this transaction. So time lock meaning funds will be released after some time. So in this case, we are looking for a signature and the time, and then if the amount is available to be spent. So those are the 3 things that we are looking. As you know, the validator is sort of the logic that runs. So the validator is compiled down to a script. That script is sent on chain. Then when you're doing a transaction, you attach the script or you reference the script just to make sure that it can validate that transaction. So whatever logic is written here is what is used to determine if that transaction is going to happen or not. So in this case, we're going to look if the beneficiary has signed and the deadline has passed and we have sufficient funds to do that particular transaction. So this is an example of a smart contract. If this, then this can happen. That is the logic of smart contracts. So once you've written your contract, for this, you can just do I can build, like I've done here. So I can build will result to this. Let me just delete it so you can see. I can build will give you a Bluetooth the JSON that will have the compiled code that you can then reference in every transaction you want to validate this logic that you've written. So yeah, this is how an icon smart contract will look. There's more that you can do with this. This is just the basics. There's a lot more you can do with the icon, and depending on the nature of your smart contract. I'll go to the next one, which is Helios. Like I said, it's very vanilla JavaScript. So this is an example of a Helios smart contract. As you can see, the function looks a lot more like a JavaScript. Then you can write your logic there. So verify the signature, the deadline, and whatnot. Then you come here to the compiler, you import the Helios, and then use it to compile your code, and then it will give you the same structure as you've seen. So the only difference here is that you have to define the structure yourself. The structure is basically whatever this is. It can be as similar as this, or you can use the doc to just know the specific structure that is recommended. But at compilation time, you define what you want, the actual hash of the logic, and then the hash of the contract itself. Then the result you get is pretty similar to what the icon or the Bluetooth JSON is. So this is what you will use or send to some place and use it as a reference, just to make sure every transaction that you run, this is used to validate that transaction. So that's Helios, as you've seen, pretty JavaScript. Then option now is the Python. So you write your Python code. There is a package that you install to compile it for you. And then once it's compiled, you can get this. So as you see, it's also super similar to all the other things. You get your compiled code and you get the hash. This is your validator. So wherever you want to apply this logic, you'll call the validator .hash or .compile code just to run whatever you need to run. So yeah, this are the 2 or the 3 examples that I have for you guys. My hope is you would go and experiment with the other things that we have here. With the entire list, just to find something that is comfortable with you in terms of documentation, and also make sure that it's actively being maintained. It's a good way to judge that will just to check the activity in terms of issues and merge requests or PRs that have been merged so far. That's one way to gauge if a project is being actively maintained. So you'd always want to use an actively maintained language or library. So yeah, that's all I had for you guys, but I would love to hear your feedback so far. If you have something more to add or a question to ask, this would be the best time to do that. Any questions from the crowd? If you don't ask me a question, I'm going to ask you one. I promise. Let me find someone to ask a question. I can stop presenting. Okay, let me just keep presenting. Any questions from you guys? Any comments? Okay, I guess we have none. So I would also want to let you know of something. We are also looking to onboard more developers to the ecosystem, especially the open source parts of Cardano. These are efforts to make sure Cardano is sustainable in terms of the manpower that is writing the code to maintain the network. And one of the initiatives that we do here is pair up with people in the ecosystem to try and help them find their way around the core repositories that maintain the core repositories that now run or make sure that the network is alive. Okay. So yeah, we do have, yes, is that a question? Yes, so the sessions will be uploaded to this website that I have pinned, the DevX Intersect MBO, devxintersectmbo.org. This is where we have all the sessions that we are having today and the previous sessions. We have all the recordings on YouTube, every note that we were giving to people, all of them will be here. All the links to the GitHub demos and whatnot will also be here. Yeah, so as I was saying, we do host all the repositories that are running the network, and we always encourage people to come and help us just make sure Cardano is sustainable. We have Cardano Ledger, Cardano Node, the actual node, and many other repositories that are actively maintained by the community. And just to tell you guys, we don't expect you to do this for free, and because of that, we have other programs that we have started at Intersect to make sure that people can be compensated on helping us maintain the ecosystem. Let me just find a link for you. Intersect MBO. Open source knowledge base. So yeah, if you're not a member of Intersect yet, it will be a good idea if you want to access some of these opportunities that I'm trying to talk about. It will be a good idea for you to register as a member. Once you register as a member, you'll have access to our Discord channel where you can now come and have a conversation with us if you have any issues, if you want to maybe participate on something else on Intersect, because we do have a lot of committees that are tasked with the different things in the ecosystem. So we have one for steering Intersect, the membership. If you're a membership or a community person, this is the best community for you. If you're interested in open source, which also is what runs this working group sessions, the open source committee. If you're interested in that, if you're interested in products and just making sure Cardano products are out there, there's also a committee for you. So open source is the committee that I work under, and we have some initiatives to make sure that we make Cardano sustainable. And one of those initiatives is the open source paid model, where you can actually participate and get compensation according to what you have added or the value you have added to the ecosystem. So if you're a developer and you're looking for ways to be part of something and of course also get your fair share of the cake, there's some initiatives here that will be good for you. Open source paid model. There's the maintainer retainer, which is currently running. Applications are still on. If you want to be a maintainer in some of the core repos, you can do that. Let me see. So there's a list of projects. These are the core repositories that now enable us to run the Cardano network. You can find one that resonates with you and apply to be a community maintainer for that repository. So a community maintainer does not mean you actually have to code. So it's not a requirement. it's not a hard requirement that you know how to code, but your work will be mainly making sure the repository has good health, meaning requests are being merged, people are talking about the issues that have been listed there by community people. You are encouraging people to come and try and contribute to that repository. So yeah, you can always read your eligibility, what this job will require you to do, so that you see if it's a good fit for you. So we have a lot of projects that still need community maintainers. There's community projects. So yeah, under the maintainer retainer, you can also, so if you're a project builder, you can also give us, give Intersect the project to help you maintain it. And once you give Intersect the project, they will sort of help you accomplish things on that project by giving you a maintainer, community maintainer. And if you're a co-maintainer, you also get to be compensated for the work that you do. So yeah, there's two applications here, one to be a community maintainer and one to submit a community project to be maintained by Intersect. So we also have other initiatives like the tooling and sustainability. This is just to make sure that important tools in the ecosystem are being funded so that they don't die, just to make them available for the community. We have a bug bounty, which I think is still in the works. Not sure if it has been rolled out yet, but we do have a bug bounty where you can solve problems and get paid for the problems you solve. So as you can see, there's a reward mechanism here, depending on what value you add. Yeah, we also have an accelerator program. So this is for people looking for VC funding. We sort of coach you on how to approach those opportunities and where to get VC funding. We teach you how to pitch to investors and all that. So yeah, there is a lot you can get from Intersect once you become a member. There are different tiers to becoming a member. There is the free tier, which all of you are qualified for, and then there is an individual member. This gives you more perks. For example, if you do pay the $10 to be an individual member, you can be able to vote on the committee elections. You can be able to vote for the committee elections. You can be able to apply for contracts. So Intersect sort of gives contracts to the ecosystem. If they want something done, they'll put it as a contract and people can apply to fulfill those contracts. So that's also a benefit you get. If you're an enterprise or if you are a company, you can also pay the membership tier for enterprise. And there's also more perks for people. So these are some of the people who are enterprises that have joined Intersect. So yeah, I would encourage you to join the working group sessions. Join the working group sessions after registering or joining Intersect if you've not joined already. And yeah, come help us build this great thing called Kadao. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. If you have no questions, I guess we can end the meeting and see you soon. Make sure to keep an eye on the sessions. Before the end of the day, I'll try and make sure that everything has been uploaded. So if you still need to go and revisit the video, just to make sure you had the right thing on whatever I've said, everything will be online for you to go and see. So yeah, thank you guys very much. Thank you very much for joining. See you soon.